Whoa, welcome back to Gordian Quest. It's me, I'm here, same day recording, because I'm starting to get into it a little bit. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I just want to play it, really. And so I'm going to, and then, we'll get through the campaign, and then I'll see where I want to go from there. We'll see how I'm feeling, though. It seems like this is gonna be a long-form series, which is cool, I'm down. It's fun. Let's get to it. So I told you I'm gonna do a lot of reading. I'm gonna read out what these two characters have to say, the ones with the exclamation marks, and I'm just gonna skim the rest of it. If you don't mind. Traveler, I received word from the captain about you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. I'm a craftsman without his tools, you see. I left them back in my cellar in a rush to find safe haven, as you can imagine. If you were to retrieve them for me, I would gladly be of service to the garrison and yourself. Okay.
Hey!
Hail there, I have a tiny request if you aren't too busy. The soldier's equipment needs fixing with the constant skirmishes, but the garrison's short on materials. If you could help out in securing my old forge and stockpile, I'd be better equipped to help the defense's efforts. In the meantime, you look like you could upgrade yourself. Don't have much, it'll keep you alive. Cool. So these are, I assume, side quests. Oh no, these are all main quests, never mind. This is just like what you're supposed to do. So it says Barnaby's tools level 3, level 4 for the other two, so we can do Barnaby first. Probably just try to do them all in one swoop, but we'll see. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna chat. I'm not gonna read it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna skim. What are you selling? Crafting materials and rings. +1 spell attack damage, +1 max channel charges. I can't in playing the roguelite mode. I had way too much money. And now I'm just kind of acting like I have as much money as I did then. I do not. Don't be ridiculous. You wand +2. Oh, this is where I got that extra magic missile from. It's from this weapon. I see. And we're gonna do a little bit of micromanaging. I will probably timestamp these videos if I remember to, so that you can skip to just like the card combat, etc. +2 max HP, +1 fire resist. I think I'm gonna save my money for now. What are you selling? Runes. Attached skill will not be added to your deck. Yeah, I'd like to get something like this. Like this rare wand here. Rare light armor, the dread wrap, mage vestments, birch staff. Attached skill gains the Purge modifier. Remove a random debuff on self when played. Grants +1 resist type when placed in the socket. Cool. Okay. I like how the campaign kind of starts you out a little slower. The roguelike mode definitely dropped you right in. Hey, I gotta talk to you. Everyone calls me Win. He's working in Imperium, but I left. And then, yeah. Imperium was originally covered to study a meteor that fell across the town 200 years ago. A message from the gods, a prank. Yeah, you know when the meteors fall, that's a good prank. It's a good little prank on the people. Position here when the attack began. Make no mistake about it, we're still on the back foot. Oh my. My mistake. Simple terms, waypoints works by tapping in the ley lines of energy. Yeah. Okay, I'm good, man. I'm good. Like I said, I don't really want to read it all out. I just want to. I'm reading it and getting the gist, and I don't want to sit here and read this to you for way too long. You know, it's gonna be like 10 minutes of reading. I don't like. What is this? Read Legacy 2? I can change who the party leader is. I see. Leave it like this. It's fine. I don't think it matters. So we got more to unlock, but I think I'm ready to hit the road. You ready? I rested so the... Oh no, I wanted to look at the decks. That's right. Specifically, I want to look at Pierre's deck. So he has 3 magic missiles. That's good. He has 2 deflects. He has this mana charge. I took a card out. I think I want to take out Shocking Touch. This card feels like it has no place in this deck to me, right? Look at the plan. The plan is like stack magic missiles and have some blocks. I want to cut Shocking Touch. I actually feel like I could even just sort of build towards a specific end goal. Let's do some thinking here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. I actually kind of hate this card. Energize? Yeah, I think this card is shit. Now that I've played a little bit more, I think that card is really bad because it's random discards. I mean, you know, there are times where it's good because you discard like defense cards you don't need at the end of your turn, but I'm never discarding attacks. Because like if you're discarding it to generate channel to play this card in your hand, what if you discard Ice Nova, right? So I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, you're 7 XP away. You guys are both. Oh no, you can cut 2 cards. What do you want to get rid of here? Man, he gets so much block because of his +5. Control, right? Yeah, it's 4 base +5. I actually want to think about changing my setup here a little bit. I gave him this +4 strength modifier from the talent, right? But no, I feel like his big attacks are actually dex based, but I'm not really investing in dex, so it's a little weird. I kind of feel like I made a bit of an error here. 1% of strength mod just to reinforce. So what, you have to get 10 strength +10 on strength for reinforce to give you a +1 on armor? Does the visual go up as well? No, it's fixed. Okay. Anyway. He's got a lot of block. I mean, I guess the good thing about having the high block or the high strength is his blocks are crazy, but I don't know. I think I like getting rid of back kick is nice because it has the shift on it though. I like getting rid of one of the blocks because I feel like he has maybe too many. And what is it? What's 4? Maybe I get rid of these. I would get rid of back kick or slash. Yeah, let's get rid of slash. Final answer. And then you're good. You're just at 12 of 12. You don't have any equipment cards yet. Okay. Feeling good? I think so. And I guess you may as well carry the wand while we're here. And we should give someone a potion. There's no reason to not have it. I could spend a lot of time doing min-maxing here, truly. I really could. I'm gonna move on now, but I will come back and we'll do some min-maxing later. June will need to access our raw materials, find Barnaby's tools, secure the library. I mean, we'll go find Barnaby's tools. I kind of want to go through and not around. Like I could obviously just go here, just walk right on down. Like, man, I want to go beat the shit out of some zombies. Are you kidding me? There's 3 enemies over 2 waves. All right, I'm kill. Kill. I want to kill skeletons. I have to watch my supplies primarily. But I just want to beat the shit out of some skeletons, man. I'm here. Oh my god, that's not a skeleton, that's a bat. This is like a bat comboed with a bee? What are you? Can I get a close-up on this thing, please? Takes 6 more damage from ranged attacks. Oh, that's cool. What are you? Oh, this is an Undying Mage. Drains 5 HP from target, apply 3 slow. Lose an AP at the start of the round. Gross. Targets from back to front. Okay. Flesh Ripper is going first here. So you can do... I don't think there's a big benefit to it, but I could... Well, first of all, I could just walk over here and kill the Flesh Ripper with 1 weapon throw, right? Take a step over, throw the weapon, done and dusted. I actually like that a lot. Right, because it's 37, but this is a ranged attack. It takes +6. This should kill. Let's do a double slash out. Yeah. Again, there is one of those other situations where the preview was not entirely correct, but it's fine. And you're not getting hit, but you may as well use your block, right? Now, can I kill this mage? That's the question on everyone's mind. The answer is actually probably. I think so. The surprising amount of damage that Pierre gets to do there with this draw, I actually just won from this fight. It's kind of what I was feeling though, right? Like these fights seem like they're just free experience. Oh, they are not. There's 20 XP. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, but I got the Doom Barb. Grants jump slash plus 2 attack damage. Start battles with 3 critical plus 2 lightning resist. And then I was silent because I was reading this. Move to the front row, deal 27 damage. If in stealth, increase targets vulnerable by 28%. What a strange item. Increase it by 28%. Assign a skill with tag defense. Something is weird here. I think I have to unequip this first, perhaps? There you go. Now, I did lose... I also lost the quiver, which was +1 strength. Oh, that does actually matter. Can I go in... Hang on. Can I go to skill grid? Can I change this talent right now? I can. Awesome. I want to change this talent. So I can change this at will, I think. 2 at 16. He doesn't have a base 16 strength, so I can't get into these. So I was thinking maybe I just go... Item cards gain +1 rank. That doesn't seem terrible. I was thinking I'd just kind of switch this to be... 4 HP. I don't really care. He doesn't lose HP very often. +1 card draw on your first turn is like, okay. I was thinking I switched to the proficiency of the weapon he's using, basically. I also find that this ability, Ardent Mind, she doesn't really have enough channeling. Like, she doesn't have enough channel cards for this to feel that worth. While holding a staff, gain +1 max channel, plus 20% SP. Bleed stacks you apply are 20%, increased by 20% of intelligence modifier. Light armor plus. I could also give her strength based on her intelligence. Have your intelligence modifier too. This is just +1 strength. +2. Round it down or round it up? Oh no. +1 rank to amulets, rings, and belts. If the above equipment slots are filled up, gain the following bonuses. +1 card draw. Oh shit. +1 max channel charge, +1 to resistances, +4 intelligence. I don't really know. What weapon are you using right now? Show me equipment, please. You're using a wand. I can go wand efficiency here. Here's a quiver. I can go wand efficiency. I'm down. I think that's fine. Wand proficiency. +1 damage on spell cards is pretty good. Although she doesn't really do spell damage, does she? See, I could sit here for a long time. And I'm going to do this now because eventually I'm going to have to figure this out. I'm just kind of kicking the can down the road otherwise. Yeah, you don't actually do a whole lot of spell damage. You have like 2 spells? You have Smite and you have Debilitating Blow. Yeah, so you're actually doing mostly melee damage. So, with that in mind, I feel the wand idea is not that great. What if I went for... I think I actually want to go for intellectual here of these options, because everything else seems kind of underwhelming. And then I can just give you intelligence and you have a +4. Because like getting +4 intelligence just takes your base attacks up, right? Like if you look at it, it gives you +2 to all your attacks that are blue, which is a lot of them. And I don't get a whole lot of value from like more channel charges. The resistances are kind of interesting, but more channel charges, being able to retain cards is probably okay as well. But I like this idea. I like going big intelligence. I think it's the play. Let's carry on. 3 enemies over 1 waves. My favorite horde encounter. Lay down control allow you to see more information. Ah. Right, you get 7 damage on Blast Strike. This was 5 before. So I basically gave all of my attacks, all of my blue attacks a +2. 7 hits here, 7 is missing, and then a block. Okay, so this enemy is the only one that's actually attacking me. You just block it, yeah. Now, I suppose And not in stealth, but this still does 22. Does this make it free or cost down by 1? Cost down by 1. I suppose I can sort of blend the... Like, I can sort of mix strength and intelligence on this character, I feel. And it's probably okay, but we'll see. You know, in my mind I always am going to want to just tunnel one option, basically. But that's probably not ideal. 29 chill, wow. That is a lot. Yeah. And we're not going to get a whole lot out of doing these fights, but we get the chance at an item drop, which is pretty worth, right? And like, the money is worth it. Like, this has to be right. We get a pick on an item. +5 initiative, +1 intelligence, +2 guard with strength and dex. What do you have on? Nothing? I like getting +2 guard with strength and dex then. And we just take all. Like, I can't imagine it's wrong. It definitely feels correct. And I'm also... another reason that I would dodge out of fights is because I don't feel like taking them. However, I'm down to take these fights, and they seem good for me overall. Does it cost me a supply to travel here? It doesn't even cost me supplies to travel. Okay, how about that? Oh, what is this? Do I get something? Is it a reward? Oh, supply crates. Huh. I mean, if you're offering, right? I mean, I should probably kill 2 of these wolves. These wolves actually look a little bit intimidating. Even with the vulnerable that does not eat my crit. Played a little Darkest Dungeon lately. Darkest Dungeon, sometimes you play an ability and it just eats your bonuses. Like you do, you have a crit token, then you do an attack that does no damage and it eats your crit anyway, and you go, hey, hang on a second. What happened to my crit? It's not the case here, nor should it be, of course. I'll go ahead and focus. I'm gonna kill 2 and then we'll start beating up these supply crates. And they took a passive turn. Taking a passive turn is going to lead to me attacking. Oh, however, they do have a higher initiative, so they get to go first sometimes. Good to keep in mind, I did get clipped. I imagine the supply crates are going to give me supplies. If I were to take a shot in the dark at it there. Music's kind of going hard, I gotta say. I should have used mana charge. There's not really a good reason not to. Oh, you can just grab a heal card. Heal an ally in your lane for 5. Oh, in your lane. Oh. So it's probably step here. Why not just walk all the way over, right? I guess because you don't get to swing at the wolf, but there's no way the wolf does anything other than attack me in this lane or block, right? No way he goes and hits Pierre. You bitch. Fuck you. Alright, you got me. Hardest enemy in the game, 3 wolves. More accurately, the hardest enemy in the game is those supply crates I wanted to kill. I'm assuming that I got bonus rewards for breaking those. Swift Strike, deal 9, draw 1. Agility-based attack. Plus 7% intelligence, seems good. Do you have gloves on yet? I'm kind of tunneling all of my... I'm filtering all my gear into Pierre, but it's fine. No, you don't have the dex to wear a robe? You don't have the intelligence to wear a robe. Yeah, sure. And as we go, I'm sure eventually everyone will get their gear filled out. This is the dex attack, which is really bad for Catherine. She has an 8 dex. We want to give her an intelligence-based attack eventually. But anyway, let's go find Barnaby's tools, shall we? Descend. You arrive at Barnaby's shop. Bandits have raided the shop in the aftermath of the invasion, leaving nothing but shattered display cases behind. The door to the cell remains open, and there is a strong stench of the dead wafting from it. I wonder which way I'm gonna go. Ah, yes. Travel here. I suppose. I think I could leave if I wanted. There's like a little dungeon it seems like we're going to walk through. 5 HP on round start. Name is Boneword. What a ridiculous name. My man's name is Boneward. I'm sorry, Boneward, I shouldn't laugh. It's just a pretty funny name, though, you gotta admit. Oh, this is a ranged attack. I see. He's throwing his spear. Sorry, Boneward, my bad. Alright, so I want to try... So Divine Hammer says it chains forward. Does this hit Boneward? It does hit Boneward. I have figured out what chain forward means. Kind of just assumed I would have a spell to cast on him there. I didn't look. I think that if you want to play this on a higher difficulty, you kind of do have to be reading your spells and such. I should be making sure that I have... not reading my spells, but like checking what the other character's cards are. It's looking. Exhaustion has a 20. I wonder if your character dies if they make it to max exhaustion. Oh, baby, an exploration? I love these. God, I think this is such a cool mechanic. Scavenge components reveal a bonus crafting material drop. Contains a random currency item. We can do like here? No, that's not right. What's a random weapon? I want to go for the random weapon. A U-wand. Grants Ice Shard. This is good for Catherine. And I go grab the coffer. Oh, he even moved out of my way. What a pal. I'm gonna go here, and maybe he doesn't walk into me. Yeah, sick. Hey. Locate some useful components in the area. Could always come in handy. Oh, that's far away. Okay. I'm just gonna make a nice little W here. Return. Cool. I love those. Alright, Catherine, I got you a better wand. It just comes with Ice Shard. Much better. But I do now want to get rid of an ability. I think the worst ability in her deck right now is probably Divine Hammer. Deal 15, chain forward. A lot of times, without the ability to move enemies around, I feel like this card does not actually give you the chain value all that often. For 2 energy, Sharks, I'm out. And quest location. Time to do a skill check, I assume. You arrive in a dimly lit chamber that used to be Barnaby's workroom. It seems the undead in here have scared off any potential thieves. Variety of... In here? Wait a minute. What do you mean in here? A variety of softline boxes and drawers around, all containing glittering baubles. This collection of chisels, lopes, and molds lie on the workbench in the room, and you bag them with ease. Sure. Already mentioned to help yourself to anything left of the valuables, you look through the boxes, see if there's anything of value. I mean, it's a +5 and we have to roll an 8. There's no way I fail this. It's fine. I saw the skull for a second there, and I went, ooh, I'm not gonna be happy. What we get? +5 to initiative, +2 spell attack damage. I feel like you really get to stack a lot of modifiers in this game. Like another +2, man? Really? By all means, I'm happy to take it. But like, wowee. +5 to initiative. I kind of want to put it on Pierre because I want to think about that talent that I have access to. I want to read it again if you don't mind. Actually, I go into the skill grid. I can't even look at it on his. I want to think about, was it this one? No, this one. If all above equipment slots are filled up, gain the following bonuses: +1 max card draw, +2 to all resistances. Look, you know, your boy. The party gains the supplies and recover 10%. Nice. You know your boy likes to draw cards. I'm out here. I'm gonna draw cards. The game is offering me card draw. I'll be racing for it. Let's go secure the library. You carefully step into the library. Rows of bookshelves have been toppled over and books lay strewn across the floor. You can hear the groan of undead echoing through the chambers down further. Good. It's not undead, that's a spider. That's also a spider. That's a Wendigo. What the fuck? Party side of the field is trapped. Sure. I assume spiderlings are going to be small. Like, oh my god, they're not small. Whoa. You give me something called spiderling, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's not going to be that big of a deal. 50 HP? That's fucked up. Pierre's getting his ass beat here, too. It's okay, he can actually just double block and be fine. But I can also probably kill one. Lucius, where are you? You're over here? What'd you draw? Jump slash? Oh yeah, I kill one for sure. I'm gonna move over to here, because now that should force the attack on Catherine. Which one is this one? This one, okay. I mean, shit, dude, why not just kill him? Yeah, no reason not to just kill him. And then, what do you feel here? You feel like a little... I feel like Quick Draw is worth playing. Double Slash, it definitely doesn't do 33 times 2, right? It's going to do 26 and 10, I think. Actually, I also feel like you are meant to move. Wait, can you Jump Slash over there? No. You're meant to move. Because I actually don't care about this one that's blocking, right? I should focus on killing the one that's going to hit Catherine. Hit him with 5 vulnerable. There is no way it does that. Yeah, okay. I am correct. I have learned well enough here. Alright, we annihilated him. Again, maybe I just spent too much SP. I feel like I should be forced to manage my SP a little more, but it's okay. Here, leveled up. I will take the talent slot, please. I think you have it, right? Does he need a belt? I think it was rings and necklaces, right? I want to go skill grid. Oh, he needs a belt. I don't have a belt yet. Okay, so I need to change that. Skill grid, swap talent. Can I give you a +4? Can you go to 24? You can go to 24 intelligence. Man is an omega brain. I kind of thought it might soft cap at 7, or sorry, at 20, I should say. So that's how it is in D&D, is my impression. But no, you can go to 24 if you're so inclined. These are gloves, +1 strength. I could spend, I might actually take a little time. I think I will. What I'm going to do is at the end of this episode, I am going to end the episode and I'm going to take some time and just think about how I want to manage my talents. I want to just sit down and read them all. But you know what I'll do? I'll do it at the end of this video. I will end this video. I will just sit here and I will read all of the talents to you because I'm really curious now. Gain items, add a node modifier, enemies have +3 initiative, gain a fate. I'll take the items. Soul Cloak. +2 guard with strength, +2 guard with dex, start battle with a vigilance, +1 intelligence. That's interesting. I mean, it definitely goes on our boy here. No doubt. He takes Soul Cloak. Can put in 2 blocks. Maybe you can't. Oh no, I think I just did the same one twice. Yeah, I did. Is your deck okay? Yeah, I thought he was gonna lose one, but no, it looks like it's still fine. I'm actually +1. I don't think I want to cut anything. If anything, it's back kick, but I think I'm okay with this. I think that all of these cards have a place. Maybe not quick draw. I'm a little suspicious of this card. Because this is basically just 1 energy. In my current experience anyway, this is basically 1 energy, do 13. Right? Think about it. It replaces itself, which is nice, but I don't have the energy for it. Yeah, I actually think this card sucks. It becomes bigger with dex, but he's not doing a whole lot of dex right now. Down the line, maybe we'll do some dex, but I think that ability sucks. You pass by a reading chamber, the door to it hangs limply, its hinges melted through by either alchemy or magic. The path is clear through the place. No, and yeah, you know. Various maps and charts littered across the floor. You wonder for what purpose someone would do this. Perhaps they're still around somewhere else in the library. Oh, there's someone in here. I will find them. Catherine, manage party's welfare, reveal a bonus with rest point. Seems good.
Oh.
I've set up a rest point in case you need to take a break. This gives you reduce max distance of subsequent markers. Oh, this is like you can't move as far, but also we get to heal and clear exhaustion. Wow, that seems really good to be able to clear exhaustion like that. I'll just take that back. We'll go up to the barrels, 30% chance for an item. Let me plot it out. We could go like here, here, here? Yeah, I'm down with that. Nothing, nothing. I'm okay with the shrine, I'm not afraid. You think I'm afraid of making these spiders stronger? Area contains crates, start battle with max SP. Area affected by static field. I mean, it seems like a nightmare. Let's go in here because I think... Oh, this is actually another level. I'll get it on the way out. No reason to be greedy. Also, now that I know that Catherine can maybe give us healing, I'm gonna pop into this first. The corridor leads to an open foyer with various reading rooms and chambers. The ground is splattered with blood and entrails, and the air is bitter cold. You have a bad premonition. Sign on the wall points to various rooms from the closest to the furthest. I mean, you just go down the list, right? There's no real logic to it. Any of these, I have no preconceived notion here. Start in the history room. This chamber stores various historical texts describing the early days of Silverkeep and knowledge of the ancient Vanai Empire. The shelves are dusty with cobwebs. It appears the history section doesn't appeal to many scholars today. You enter the study room. A chill crosses your spine when you see a dozen dead mages strewn across the floor and study tables, their bodies dry and shriveled. Your premonition of doom grows stronger. Here we go. The storeroom is a small room off to the side of the hallway. There is a shelf filled with flasks, likely concoctions brewed or experimented on earlier in the day. You attempt to see if you can identify any of the mixtures. You get auto selects. Oh, it's actually impossible for you to finish this, right? You can't fail. No, you can auto fail on a 1, I think it said. A 2. Okay. We got a curing elixir, and we got a small recovery vial. Recover 7 HP and 1 AP. Oh, that's really good. Right on. Suddenly aware of the sound of rustling papers coming from down the hall. The cartography room. You peer into the chamber through the doorway. The air has now become numbingly cold and it's getting increasingly hard to breathe. 4 more soldiers lie slain on the ground. In the center of the chamber, a tall figure in flowing robes browses through an assortment of maps on one of the desks. As you approach, the figure glances over briefly and you see the rotting remains of what was once a human face staring back. A second later, his gaze returns to his map, showing a distinct lack of interest in your sudden appearance. Hey, man. Call out for the figure to yield, but choke on the numbingly cold air and manage little more than a gasp. The air has become deathly frigid, and your options are running out. At last, this figure suddenly booms, as he pockets the tome he was browsing, and it seems he found what he came for. Is it a reflex check? Sure, I can go for it. What's wrong? You step forward to seize him. You don't notice until it's already too late. A line of runes etched around him suddenly flash in response to your presence, and an explosive force throws you across the room. So I'm going to do this with a skill. I'm going to go ahead and take a big exhaustion here, I assume, to do so. I think that's 2 exhaustion, but it gives them a +8, so now I only need to roll a 6. Oh, baby, we passed. All of a sudden, the 4 bodies in the chamber start writhing unnaturally. Their spasms stop a few moments later as their skin falls off and their reanimated skeletons come to life. You could have let them keep their skins. Come on. The figure signs a spell and a brilliant portal blinks into existence. As he steps through, you hear his raspy, cackling laughter echoing through the chamber. So what, was there no reason to take that trial? Oh, you know what? I bet you take damage if you take that trial. I didn't actually read the failure state. Wonder what happened to this guy. How do you think he died? Probably pneumonia. Look at him, just counting. He's doing 17. Deal -3 damage for every cell apart from the target. Move forward 1. 29, 32. He's got thorns is the thing I don't love here. An 8 here. These guys are blocking. I think the play is probably just going to be jump slash block and then weapon throw. Yeah, you're gonna take 2 reflect damage, it's okay. I find myself in this early section of the game, could have done weapon throw first, I guess, but I find myself in this early section focusing very much on just killing enemies. Oh, Thorns also goes away, that's good to know. 17, man, I really don't want her to take 17. What's the green up? What's the upvote? Oh, he gains 2 thorns on round start. I like that thorns isn't a permanent thing that I have to contend with, and it's just something he gets temporarily. Gain 15 block? That's ridiculous. I guess as the numbers go up, but the enemy damage numbers are also going to go up, so it probably starts to fall off. Oh, of course he has cold resistance. Fuck you. Burn. What'd you get? Heal self for 5, expend 10. Lasts until discarded. Okay, you may as well play it. We killed 2 here, right? And these guys aren't even swinging. What are you doing? Nothing? Oh, he already went. He blocked up. I see. You're dying to chill. I mean, I guess you just swing, you get the channel. It's all fine, not a big difference maker here. Remember I said I was going to try to keep these videos to be 30 minutes, but 45 feels like a much more natural amount of time to play for. I think that this is the sort of Monster Train thing where if I were to play this game for long enough, I would eventually reach a point where I could do these runs in that amount of time, but right now, no way. I'm starting to get there though, where I can just kind of, I can look at the enemies and say I don't even need to really care what you're doing. I'm just going to obliterate you. This card is not potent. I'm very sad that my 32 chill gets wasted because I have to stop this guy from getting hit. Yeah, very sad about that. I could have done, I could have like shifted into his space and blocked instead, but you know. Now, if I break the block, do they take the vulnerable? They do. Blast Strike is also free. It's not like I'm losing the vulnerable and I get the channel, and just makes my channeled spell cost less. Pretty easy fight. A little weird to me that I didn't get anything for the stop him line, but I guess it's not that wild. I'm gonna give Lucius more HP. I'm down. Where am I? I'm here? Ah, Exitopolis. First I gotta go explore. Dungeon travel 4. Oh, I didn't see this. Costs a number of nodes and then you use your supplies. Removes 1 exhaustion, restores 30% max HP, random item. I'm not gonna go to the shrine, so we can go like here, here, here. I don't think I can quite make it. No, I cannot. Okay. So we will just go here. Iron Greaves, +1 to strength-based challenges. I will probably just throw that away. That sounds terrible. Heal and get rid of 1 exhaustion. I don't know. I guess we can go over to the shrine. Maybe we'll get something cool. I don't think it's worth it. I was gonna say maybe we go back and fight those spiders, but I don't think it's worth the supply usage. Let's just get out of here. Now I could pop back down for him, but probably not. Let's head over to the event. And Barnaby's tools? I'm already here. It's like, it's lit up still, you know? Makes me a little worried. Passing through a ruined neighborhood, you come across the remnant of a building. There's time to make a quick search. Let's search the back room. Small item reward, 50% challenge. You find a store of dry food. Nice. Sick. I'm gonna fight on the way back. I feel like there's not a great reason not to just grab this fight while we're on our way back, right? We're strong, we can crush these guys. Probably. Oh god, wait a minute. No, wait, we're really strong. Watch this shit. Pop that guy. This guy, like, I can pick any one of them and they die here. You can kill 2. I mean, yeah, Pierre himself kills 3. Bring me more foes. You may as well take your channel here. Is it 7? No, you kill. Just take it to channel. Good first round, I gotta say. They roll initiative though, what a shame. This guy might, this archer gets to swing? Maybe? 10 and 14 is lethal. Yeah, you definitely just go like, Ice Shard kills one. This is what I was saying, right? It does kind of feel like you can snowball these fights. Hey, what's this? Oh, drops a pile of gold on a random cell when hit. Yo, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You know I like money. I'd like to hit him again for more money, but I should probably actually not get smoked here. I could have hit him again for more money, but, you know, probably better just to leave. Holy shit, $105? Crab's long sword. The crab sword. I actually do think I like this more than the spear that he's using right now. So I'm down with that. Grants attack of opportunity. Is that an intelligence attack? It is. That's interesting. You know who would use this necklace really well is Catherine, right? She has high intelligence. This is an intelligence melee follow-up attack. I mean, the belt would also let me take +1 draw, but this sword seems so good. Upgrades a common item to a magic item, +2 attack damage. Wow. No, we'll go back to the garrison here. Now we'll go back. We'll enter. Just pop in. I'll do a little bit of resupplying before I head back out, turn in these quests and such. Can I buy supplies? I don't think so. First of all, I want to go take a look at selling. Well, first of all, I would like you to take on Crab Longsword. Now, can you wield something in your other hand? You can. Oh, so he can just dual wield like this then, and give himself a very high attack bonus. Crab's Longsword. This is a short sword. Deal 9, draw 1. Yeah, I don't like that card. +2. This is +1, but you get Swift Strike. I don't like that card. I don't really like it. Okay. Looking when used, removes all status effects. I'm not a huge fan of Doom Barb, but I'll probably put it away because maybe I'll want it later. Iron Greaves. These Greaves give reinforced. It's gonna just do a quick look of my inventory. Oh, you know what I should do actually is if I don't want something, I should mark it as junk. I want studded leather, +2 card with strength, so definitely not. And you two can't use it. That's junk. This is a worse one than the one we currently have. I do want +2 attack damage ring here. Yeah, that seems good. Do I want short sword? Definitely not. Do you want simple robe? No. Do you want simple robe? No, you can't wear simple robe. It's got too much dex. Maybe I should do something about your 8 dexterity. God. I don't know what I could do. Okay, so that's all the gear I don't want marked. So we'll go. How do I press sell all junk? Sell all items as junk for 20 gold. Thank you. Inventory management, very important. Don't let it get away from you. Apply 1 enfeeble. All allies and targets lane gain 6 guard. +1 to dex-based challenges, +5 to initiative. It would be good for me to maybe try to pivot big strength meathead over to some dexterity, because we have no one who is good at dex challenges. I'm gonna grab this belt for Pierre. It's not a great belt, but it lets me take the talent. I will do that because I'm gonna go and read through all the talents. But first, I'll wrap these up here. He gave me 5 rare crystals. This I'll be able to socket any piece of equipment for you. Find the right crafting materials. Cool. Tome of Skill. When red gains 1 skill point. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Traveler, I'm glad to see you've returned. The entity you described, it sounds like a Rift Ward. Sorcerers who embrace the use of ancient magic to gain immortality. You've heard of the Vanai, I presume? They were a civilization that predated us before, disappearing centuries ago. All of the technology we have today is built upon their achievements. That's what they teach the young ones. but the Vanai were also avid researchers of the more eldritch forms of magic, spells that involve blood, sacrifice, and torture. Yo, the Vanai were sick? It's likely this Rift Lord is planning something against us, but for what reasons, that remains to be seen. I'll send some of the soldiers to recover what we can from the library, let you know when we have more clarity on the matter. Cool, cool. So, this is where I would end the episode. This is where it's going. This is like the cutoff. I'm going to sit down now, and I'm just going to read through all the talents. And, yeah, if you're not interested in that, you know, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you are interested in that, let's get going. So, and when I say all, I mean all of the talents. I want to see the high tier talents. I want to see if any of them seem worth rushing towards. First and foremost, Curio Attunement for Pierre. Definitely what we want. What was it? Spend 4 more skill points to unlock your next skill grid. Oh, okay, I see. So as you level up, you get more skill grids. Oh wait, I can pick one now? Hang on a second. Yeah, I can pick one now. I didn't see that. Evocation skills focus on the elements of fire and ice to lay waste to the battlefield. So this is an evocation line. This is a force line, defense, utility, and control. Crafting ethereal objects. Which one of these is magic missile? hey, which one of these trees gives me magic missile? Oh, reduce minimum deck size? Wait a second. Have a stat point. Increase your strength, intelligence, or dex by 2. This one the most, I think. Force. What is it? Does it tell me? I don't think it tells me. I'm gonna go force. Final answer. Lock it in. Oh, you get to attach it? What the fuck? That's so cool. What the hell? That's so cool. That's sick. Oh my god. Alright. So I think all of these characters... Okay, so you get it at every 4 skill points. Gotcha. What do you get? Just like a lot of stats and refinement. Reduce minimum deck size. This is warrior. And this is leadership. Oh, and this is swordsmanship. I want to go for swordsmanship. Of the 3, this is the one that seems like it would have a dex focus to me, so I'm gonna go for this. Place it here. Okay. I don't have a skill point, but I have a book. I could grab something. I'm gonna now read through these talents. You ready? I'm just gonna start at the top. So we know about raw strength, and we know about good health, and we know about one-handed proficiency. Plus 4 dex, plus 10 initiative. Initiative I'm not a huge carer of. Longer combats, enemies are gonna go... It kind of evens out, I guess, but sometimes if you act first, you get to kill them, so it's not the worst. Item cards gain plus 1 rank to daggers and swords, of course. On turn start, gain guard equal to your dex modifier if there are no enemies in your lane. Okay. On turn start, gain critical equal to your dex modifier if there's an ally in your row. This bonus is capped at 10. Retain 30% of critical. That seems good. Range weapon proficiency, of course. Medium armor proficiency. Gain plus 1 max card draw. No strings attached, huh? Just plus 1 max card draw. Once per turn, you can use your default move to move 1 cell at no cost. Seems okay. Plus 1 max agility charges. A Stroud has agility. I know about that. Similar to Channel. Alright, I'm gonna go into the tier 2s now. I can assume what these do. I got the pattern. Yeah, strength is higher than dex. You add your modifiers in this tier. That's fine. Alright, Flamecast. Plus 2 fire resist. Burn stacks you apply are increased by 25% of your strength modifier. Really? I feel like you don't apply a whole lot of burn with strength, but it's okay. Melee attack damage plus 1, plus 2 physical resistance. Big boost to summons. More max HP, more base stats. Wow, plus 4 to base stats. Recover 1 HP on turn start up to 10. Okay. Now, later on, I imagine we'll take more damage and things like this will sound more exciting. But right now, this is worthless. 25% chance per Fury charge to apply bleed equal to 50% of your strength mod with melee attacks. This doesn't consume the Fury charges, importantly, so I think you can have 3. So this could be just a 75% chance to... You could combo this with plus 1 max Fury charges as well, right? And that would give you a 100% chance to give 50% of your strength mod as bleed on melee attacks, which gets you to like, I don't know, get up to like a 6 and suddenly you're putting up 3 bleed per attack, guaranteed. That seems decent. Not the setup to get to that point, but stacking bleed that fast seems good. Maybe too slow. Longer fights this would be beneficial though. If holding a two-handed weapon, gain 1 might on turn start. I think might is the 40% more damage on your next swing. Seems good. Holding a shield, gain 1 avert every 3 turns. No clue what that is, but based on the aesthetic, I assume this is like getting a buffer. Effective might on you is increased by 50%, but -1 fury max. I think that's okay. Again, I'm not a little bit hazy on these. I think this is 30 or 40% more damage, so a little more efficiency. +2 lightning resist. When you apply shock, it has a 15% chance to increase the value by 30%. Hate that effect. Would never willingly take that. +2 chaos resist. Your poison stacks decay slower. I don't know how much poison you stack up. I haven't played with poison. This is either really good or worthless. Probably worthless. It sounds really bad. Summon units gain crit and base stats. Okay, so if you want to go for a big summon build, and there's one here I bet too, yeah, more. So you just want to have like a general 16 across the board, and then you can super buff your summons. That's cool. Rolling a 19 or 20 in events will not exhaust skill cards. Yep, that seems fucking awful. I hate this tier. Wow, I think this is awful. I'd pick Feral Army if I was playing a summon build, but like, wow, this seems really bad. 15% chance for 30%. Like, it's so infrequent. I think this is not something. I like to build my game plans around things that you can rely on. Because you're noticing I'm doing a lot of killing enemies in 1 or 2 turns. If it's just like, oh, and a 15% chance I kill in this turn. Like, sometimes I guess this leads to you get a kill, but if your deck is all shock, you're gonna end up wasting some shock, I feel. I don't know. I wouldn't pick this, but. Oh, onto this tier hold. While dual-wielding weapons, you gain 8 critical on turn start, while dual-wielding weapons gain +4 initiative. That seems extremely good. Wow. Ignore initiative penalty when ambushed. Retain 1 more card at the end of your turn, +4 initiative. It's okay. I think a lot of these are D&D traits, by the way. Not Feral Army, right? But like, I know that Alert is a trait in D&D you can take. That's kind of cool. Once per turn, you can step onto a cell with a cell effect without triggering it. I feel like this is pretty niche, but there's probably situations where it's crazy good. Start battle in stealth. Stealth activates bonus effects on certain skills. On turn end, retain 50% of critical. So you can retain a lot of your critical here. I wonder if it's additive or multiplicative. I don't know. Alright, over to intelligence. This is chill. Yeah, so you got fire, shock, chill, red, green, blue. Makes sense. Healing and status effects applied by consumables are increased by 100%. I don't like this. I really do not like this effect, because what this leads to is you having to pause and spec into this to then take a healing potion outside of combat and get it a little bit better. And obviously, it's kind of a niche situation, but still. In combat is where this is going to be really good, but I just don't like that effect. When you use a fire, cold, or lightning spell for the first time every turn, gain critical equal to your intelligence modifier, capped at 15. It seems okay. So, fire, cold, or lightning, does it mean first fire, first cold, and first lightning? I assume it's the first of any of these 3, but it seems pretty good. +1 spell damage, recover 2 HP on kill, or 6 if it was an elite. Again, probably good eventually when I'm actually taking damage. Fire, cold, and lightning resist are reduced by 30%. Your fire, cold, and lightning resist are equal to your highest resist among the 3. Okay. So this is like, you take this talent and you get to stack 1 resist to cover all 3 types. That's cool. On your first turn, if you have not played any cards yet, you can reshuffle and draw a new hand. Okay. Sure. It's like a mulligan. Gain 35% of your max SP on battle start, lose all SP on battle end. Hate that. That seems awful. I mean, it's good, I guess, if you have a lot of SP, or like a lot of SP based attacks, because you could just like machine gun them out, no fear, no managing. But that seems really bad. All right, into the tier 3. These are the big ones. These are your big boys. Whenever you consume a fury charge, regain 2 HP. Sure. Plus 15% max HP plus 2 chaos resist. When you gain max fury charges, remove a debuff. Okay. I haven't played against a lot of enemies doing debuffs yet. I can see this being okay. 15% max HP plus 3 physical resist. Sure. Every card in your deck above your minimum deck limit increases SP gain per card played by 1%. If you have at least 25 cards in deck, gain an SP on battle start. That seems awful. I have 12 cards in my deck right now. You have to more than double your deck size to gain 1 SP on battle start? Like, I feel like you just manage it. I don't know. You cannot be affected by root or speed down. Gain a 25% chance to avoid any status debuffs applied on you. Again, dice rolling. I think that this is pretty good, but root and speed down, the base effect has to be good enough for me to want to take this, because this could just hit, like, this could miss on every critical debuff, right? And you just go, damn, that sucks. Using a melee skill grants a fury charge, lose all fury charges on turn end. I assume you're going to get a lot more action points, right? Because for this to be good, you have to play a lot of melee skills, I feel. Effective might on you is increased by 100%. Cool. If a target has no bleed stacks, your first bleed application is increased by 50% of your dexterity mod. Bleed stacks you apply have a 5% max HP cap. I don't know what that means. Bleed stacks you apply have a plus 5% max HP cap. Gain 1 agility charge if you successfully guard against damage. Seems okay. The barbarian ability, danger sense, I'm pretty sure. Once per battle, you can exchange 1 fate to become invulnerable for a turn. Whoa! That seems insane. Wow, that seems so good. Because you can basically buy fate in the church right now, too. Wow. That seems wild. Gain critical equal to 9 times the number of agility cards you have on turn start. Oh, that seems really good. Gaining critical every turn, just free damage. If at max agility charges, all attacks are piercing. If you have no agility charges, gain +1 max card draw. That seems very good. On turn start, gain a 5% chance to gain up to 1 avert. For every turn this does not trigger, gain a bonus 10% chance. Bonus is reset when this triggers. This seems good. I think avert is, again, based on this, I'm assuming avert is dodge one instance of damage, like a buffer. But this is guaranteed. Eventually you get this. That's pretty cool. Now, I understand why it doesn't start at 10%, but also there's going to come a time if you play this game for long enough where you miss a 95% on this. But I guess you'll know, so it's fine. Like, you're not going to end your turn and go, hope I get Phantom. Oh, my character died. Every 2 turns you start your round. Every 2 rounds you start your turn with an additional AP. Seems good. Combo that with +1 card draw. Was it combo that with Deadly Precision? Seems good. When using an expendable skill, you have a 30% chance to discard it. Instead, gain +1 max card draw. I was gonna say this sounds terrible till I read the +1 max card draw. I don't know. Expendable skills, I haven't seen too many crazy ones yet, but let's see. Burn, chill, and shock stacks you apply are increased by 25% of your intelligence modifier. Okay. +1 max channel charges. When applying burn, chill, shock, or poison, gain a 15% chance to apply an extra stack. 1 extra stack? Really? That sounds awful, right? Isn't that terrible? It seems like a joke to me. 15% chance to add +1 to your poison applications? Unless it means 15% chance to apply it for each instance. Like if you apply 15, it's a 15% chance to apply 30 instead, but I don't think that's what that means. Gain 2 channel on turn start if not at max HP, lose 1 channel on turn start if not at max HP. Seems good. I'm talking about these, by the way, in terms of our current party. Pierre is almost always at max HP with huge blocks, so +3 max channel charges. Okay, I can see it. Your summon units have +10 base stats, your constructed units have +10 base stats. Hey, remember how I said you want to just do like a general across the board for summons? Never mind. Rush 25 intelligence. Gain +1 intelligence for every 10 levels you have, lose 1 strength and dex for every 12 levels you have. I like that a lot too. Okay. Cool. These are all pretty neat. I can think of a lot of different ways to use these. I can think of many things you could do with this. For now, I do need to switch Lucius off of 2-handed weapon proficiency, which is why I came in here in the first place. I'm feeling... There's a 1-handed sword. I'm feeling like +1 rank. I don't really have item cards, right? Oh, +1 rank. +1 rank. This is what it means. The cards are upgraded because I'm taking this in and it's upgrading the cards. I understand now. Feel like it's maybe just giving him like more frontline. Just let him get hit more. Or raw strength. Heal. Daggers and swords. Oh, hey, he's using a sword. I'd have to take this, right? For the item cards getting +1 rank. I'm just gonna give him +4 strength for now. I'll think about it a little more as we go on. Anyway, if you sat through all that, thanks for watching. It was like 15 minutes of reading. I'm glad I separated that, but also recorded it. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.